never ever find the right words, and there's no way this is real life.
We were getting picked up from middle school, standing in the usual spot.
Oh, yeah, in the car.
Yeah, that we got picked up from. We thought it was just a regular day.
Bro.
And my mom pulls up, like, oh, get in the car, just picking us up from school.
The energy was off, though.
Yeah, the energy was off. So we get in the car. I sat shotgun because I was older. Brian sat in the back. The energy was a little quiet. My mom was like, she wasn't driving with one hand. She had two. Like,
she was mad.
And then it, like, gets brought up, like, so videos on the internet. And me and Brian were like, fuck.
What is up, guys? Welcome back to a brand new episode of All Grown Up.
Yes, sir.
Thank you guys so much for tuning into the next episode. You guys crushed it with support.
Insane.
They knocked it out of the park.
What's the video at right now?
So the video has over 600K views, and real quick, I just wanted to say we read all the feedback. We had some amazing feedback, but there were a few technical difficulties that now should be fixed.
We're always trying to improve.
We're always trying to improve. This was the first time we've ever done anything like this, so of course there's going to be a few technical issues, but as of right now, we fixed the mics. We got actual brand new mics, so if the quality is more crisp and clear, that is why. We got better lighting in here. We fixed the camera positions, and the one thing people were talking about on the YouTube video is that it was censored stuff.
Oh yeah, so now we can really say whatever.
Wait, hold on. Let me test it. Shit.
Fuck.
There we go.
Hey, we're uncensored, baby.
Listen,
Come
guys,
on
we
now.
want to make you all happy while you're watching my podcast. We want you guys as involved as possible. And today's episode is very special to me because this is our first ever guest on All Grown Up.
Crazy.
And it couldn't have been better timing. It couldn't have been a better person to be the first guest on my brand new podcast. Everyone, welcome in my brother, aka Brawadis.
Woo! Wow.
Yeah.
Looking good, bro. You're looking good.
Hey,
how's it
course,
going,
man?
Welcome.
Thanks for stopping by.
Of course. So
There you go.
thank you guys for having me. I'm very honored to be the first guest
Of
because
course.
I feel like this is gonna be the biggest podcast on the internet. So
Wow.
to go down as
Yes, bro.
the first guest it's like history. You know what I mean? So
Thank you, dude. Thank you for coming by.
No, thank
and,
you.
I don't know why the tone in your voice is not looking too good right now. And actually, I do know why. And I think we're going to just hop right into it. First off, thank you for doing this like 2 days after the worst day of your life.
The absolute worst, saddest day of my whole life was 2 days ago.
I think we can all tell, bro. The internet was going crazy. But we're going to start off the episode with a life update with our guest. And you already know the Suns lost the NBA Finals, and it was a brutal one. And for those who don't know, Brandon is the biggest Suns fan of all time for how long now? 15?
Since 2005, so
Wow.
16 years.
Since I was 9 years old, I've been watching.
And this is the first time you've ever seen them go to the finals with your own eyes. So
Yeah.
talk to us about it, man. How do you feel, like, realistically? Like, let everyone know how deep this really is.
Okay, so we could be completely 100% open right here, right?
Of course.
Uncensored, raw, everything.
Dude, these past 2 days have been the worst, literally most depressing, saddest, worst 2 days of my life. And I don't want to cap it at 2 days because this feeling feels like it's never gonna go away.
Oh, man.
I'm
I
sorry, bro.
couldn't go to sleep after the game. Dude, this feeling is like, it just sucks. It's like I don't want to do anything. My friends hit me up to hang out.
It's
I don't
like
want to.
that? It's like a
Dude.
relationship breakup?
It's way
Listen,
worse.
it
than that.
sounds like it.
I've been through a relationship breakup. This is worse. The pain I'm feeling right now in my heart, I didn't know this pain existed, and I don't wish it on any of you guys. People out there, I don't know how big of a basketball or sports audience you have, but if you aren't into sports, you guys won't understand this pain. But for those out there that are diehard sports fans, this pain is something I don't wish on anybody. It's the worst feeling.
Feel you.
People might think I'm being sarcastic or
Nah,
joking,
you're
and
not.
it's not. It's not. I couldn't sleep. I can't eat. I don't want to see people.
Damn.
I'm
Dude.
surprised I left my room to do this, but Brian
Listen.
is my brother and Noah is a close friend, so I wasn't going to say no.
Thank you for coming.
Yeah, thank you, bro. And I forgot to do this when you walked in, but to match the theme of the Suns, like, I have to change the sign to orange for you.
Hey, the first
Thank
sign
you.
color change.
First sign change, Brandon.
you.
Those words are deep, and I can confirm everything that he said because
You've seen it. You've
I've seen it. I grew up with him, and the Phoenix Suns are very valuable to his life. I've seen a lot of TVs broken. I've seen a lot of
Holes in the wall.
holes in the wall.
And those are, guys, those are after we lose. Sorry, I say we because I feel like I'm part of the Suns. That's after the Suns lose regular games is when I break walls and break TVs. This was the NBA Finals. When I say that no pain will ever match what I'm feeling right now, never, ever, ever. Guys, I don't know. I don't know.
I'm actually sorry. Like, after I opened up like social media after the Suns lost, I kid you not, I seen so many memes about you. Like, more memes about you than I saw people congratulating the Bucks. You know what I mean? Like, it's that big. Like, I'm glad that people actually understand how big of a Suns fan you are, so no one could ever call you a bandwagon. No. I mean, I'm wearing a Phoenix Suns shirt right now, but
Speaking of bandwagon.
Listen. I did it for the fashion, and I went to the Suns game, and I was actually rooting for the Suns for you, obviously, like, because I know how happy you would have been. So the fact that like they lost actually hurt me as a person. I was like, dude, like I wanted to see what my brother would have done.
Yeah,
I can't imagine.
I got a lot of texts from people and calls saying like, yo, bro, like I'm not even a Suns fan, but I feel so bad for you. Like my phone was blowing up. It was so hot. It felt like it was going to explode because of all the texts, calls, tweets, messages I was getting. You would think that freaking I was a part of the team. Yeah. Dude, honestly, like, oh my.
What was the energy like in the arena?
So yeah, we didn't even explain that. I was at the game.
Yeah.
I flew from San Diego to Milwaukee. I flew across the country to go watch the Suns.
And can I just say something?
Yeah.
My brother booked his flight to Phoenix before game 6 because he was so confident that they were going to win and come back for game 7 in Phoenix. He booked his flight, and I think that's what made you the meme.
So okay, let me explain it from my eyes. So I came from San Diego to Milwaukee to watch the Suns in a game where if they lost, the season was over. I was trying to manifest a win. So instead of booking my flight back to San Diego to come home, I said, no, the season's not ending today. There's going to be one more game in Phoenix. In Phoenix. So I booked my flight to Phoenix before the Suns game even started. The Suns lost. I end up calling the airline like, hey, guys, I booked a flight to Phoenix.
Imagine that phone call.
Yeah.
They're probably like, yo, are you okay?
And like I asked them for a refund, which they clearly did not do. So they gave me credit. So now I have credit to travel somewhere else for $500. Guess what? The Sun season is over. I don't want to travel anywhere else. I'm not going to travel.
Next season.
Yeah, there's always a next season.
Next season.
Do you think you'll ever go back to the finals like anytime soon?
Yeah. The look in all the players' eyes after they lost, it was like a fire. Like, okay, we'll be back. Yeah. We'll be back.
I want to know, like, did you get your ass beat almost for being at that arena?
There was a lot of
haters.
A lot. Because, hey, I'm not going to lie. I went into Milwaukee, into their city, and I was wearing a Suns jersey. I'm not going to lie.
You were a target, bro.
Yeah, I was a target over there. There wasn't many Suns fans. So I expected, like, people to be talking to me. But, yeah, it was bad. People were, like, pulling on my jersey, like, take that shit off. You're in the wrong city.
Bro.
They were, like, giving me the finger. They were cussing at my face. And, hey, I talk a lot of smack, too.
You do.
So, hey, but my mindset is if I talk a lot of smack when the Suns are winning, then I got to be able to take it when they lose. So you can't be one-sided. So when the Suns lost, I was taking the smack talk.
I was actually concerned for your safety when you went to Milwaukee. I was like, you better go with like a security guard or something because these sports fans take it so serious, but then you also do too, so you can take the shit when they talk.
Yeah, there was a lot of almost fights after the game. There was a lot.
You were prepared to throw hands.
Hey, for my team,
I'll do anything for your team.
I'll do anything, bro. Anything.
Hey, so that is my brother's life update as his current state of mind.
It's usually good, guys. I'm usually a positive person, and I love my life. It's just Brian got me and Noah at the wrong time. So sorry.
Actually, it's perfect time for the podcast.
Yeah,
Facts.
Yeah. Sorry.
It could be a win or win-loss, I guess you could say.
Sorry for the negativity to start, but I'm ready to get into some more positive things right now.
Okay, so let's move on to the origin of how everything started, how we got into the internet, social media. And a lot of people do know this about us, but a lot of people don't know this about us. But we were actually on YouTube before we started our real YouTube journey. Yeah. Like, we actually had a series on our YouTube, not our YouTube channel currently, but we started a series called Father Son Chaldean, where my brother would play a very angry Chaldean father,
Middle Eastern dad.
Middle Eastern dad, very strict, and I would be playing the son who would do something wrong, and pretty much my brother would just smack the shit out of me the whole time.
That was, if you guys grow up in a Middle Eastern household, or even I've heard Hispanic culture is the same.
Definitely Hispanic culture.
Yeah.
Not just Middle Eastern for
But
sure.
you guys have the wooden spoon, or what's the...
Oh, we had hangers.
Well,
Oh,
hangers,
the hanger?
boots.
Was it metal, or...
It was
No,
all
mostly
variety.
plastic,
okay,
but if we
okay.
were really bad, we'd get the metal.
Yeah.
Oh.
So obviously, if you grew up in a household like that, you know that if you do something bad, you're gonna get like there's no like sitting down. Hey, don't do that again. No, it was bad. So me and Brian took that idea, and how old were we? Like I was like 13. Brian was 12.
Well, we were in middle school.
We were in middle school, and we just were kind of like, dude, let's make skits that people could relate to, and just. We just made skits, and
Dude,
you could take it away from there.
listen, man, we're gonna watch our first ever episode. Keep in mind, we're in middle school, and this is all in our language, Chaldean.
And this was hidden from our parents.
Oh, yeah.
Because, like, being on the internet at that time isn't the same as being on the internet now. Back then, it's like, oh, you're putting your life on the internet. You're recording you slapping your brother
Yeah.
and cussing in Chaldean. So we used to do this while my dad was at work and my mom was out, like, grocery shopping. We'd be like, hurry. We have, like, 20 minutes.
We'd have to rush.
They weren't like planned or scripted. We just were kind of like, bro, I'm gonna turn the camera on. I'm the angry dad, and you are talking to a girl.
Yeah.
Like,
So this is the first episode. Context, I pretty much am hiding a girlfriend from my dad, aka Brandon, and he walks in on me talking to my girlfriend, and he gets pissed. Let's watch it.
Hi, is this Vanessa?
That's me.
Yeah. Okay, let me just
you
check
look
if
the
my
same, like your
parents
body.
are. Okay, 1 second.
Dude, I was in boxers. Like, yeah, my body low-key does look the same. Thank you.
Okay, no, they're not home.
you checked in the drawer.
For my
Hi,
parents to be home.
girlfriend. So, what do you want to do on Monday on our half day?
Why do I talk like
You want
that?
to hang out?
That's what you're gonna do Monday.
So, where do you want to go?
I can take you somewhere
I
nice.
can meet you somewhere nice.
Hey,
Hey,
the
I can
game
meet you
back
somewhere
then.
nice.
Bye, Vanessa.
You were in the room the whole time.
من يتمحكوا شنو شباب ما عادش شو دايما مش with my girlfriend my girlfriend I just
Oh!
I'm not my girlfriend I'm not my girlfriend die nog Bob leer my girlfriend
Bob.
Nah, I just you called it a half day
You know how high my shorts were.
Yeah, wait.
Hi,
Why is the button?
girlfriend.
Oh
double
my-
button?
Dude, you were hitting him
You
hard.
got it.
Oh!
By the way, none of the slaps were fake. None.
ما had
None.
jullie telefoon nog ما had jullie camera die nog ja Bob
Oh.
Hey, the last slap is hard. Listen to this.
Ga je zo die
Here,
Baba
here.
Didi zie
Listen,
zie
Oh!
I got you with the girlfriend.
Hey, I will say one thing.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
by the way, none of the slaps were fake. You think at that age we knew how to edit sound effects? Brian was just a real one, and that's how much like we wanted content that Brian was like, you know what, just hit me. So, you know what do you say 12, 13 years later, I'll let you get me just one time.
For real?
Right, it's up to you if you want to do it in the face, the neck, because I got you everywhere. The back, the neck, the face.
Face. Since it's in the past, I want to just do the neck. But I really do have some anger built up from that.
Okay, I think
Oh.
I owe Brian one because he did take a couple slaps. So,
This is gonna be great.
okay, just remember the Suns did loss, and I'm in a healing state of mind.
Wait, I want to slow-mo this.
Okay, guys.
Here we go.
I deserve it. I'm ready.
All right.
Okay, move my hood out the way so you get a clean shot.
I'm sorry for this, but I think it's well deserved. You ready?
Just go.
Did you get bad grades?
I got back grades, and I have a girlfriend that I'm hiding from you.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Ow!
I'm sorry.
Get out of my seat!
Okay.
Ow!
Yo, I'm sorry.
So-
Hey, I'm sorry. Listen.
Is it red?
Oh.
Okay. Watch, guys. I'm not going to tell you when, but keep watching this podcast And Noah's getting one.
Oh,
and I won't tell you when.
Yeah.
He won't know when. Brian won't know when. No, nobody will know, but he's getting one.
Oh my god.
Okay,
Hey, your
no,
neck
watch.
is gonna be really red after
Okay.
that one.
Okay.
Listen, all right, are we good now?
Hey, man.
Me and you are good, at least. But now you just
Yeah,
started
yeah.
a feud with
Oh,
Noah.
Brian, I owed Brian that. He was allowed to
Hey,
do
I
it.
owed you that too?
Listen, okay, so speaking about Father Son Chaldean.
Ah!
Hey! Yo. I'm on high alert now.
Okay.
So what had happened after we posted that, it started blowing up.
Yeah.
It legit blew up, and
It
we
got,
had
like,
no idea.
50K views or something when we
Wow.
were young, like we were little
Bro,
kids.
50K views back then was insane.
Yeah.
And like then we started getting like family members calling my mom saying, "Hey, do you know your kids are on the internet?" Because it went to them. So that's how we got caught, because my mom wasn't on YouTube.
Where were we when my mom caught us?
At a hafla? Or
No, it was we were getting picked up from middle school, standing in the usual spot.
Oh yeah, in the car.
Yeah, that we got picked up from. We thought it was just a regular day.
Bro.
And my mom pulls up, like, oh, get in the car, just picking us up from school.
The energy was off though.
Yeah, the energy was off. So we get in the car. I sat shotgun because I was older. Brian sat in the back. The energy was a little quiet. My mom was like, she wasn't driving with one hand. She had two. Like,
She was
Oh.
mad.
and then it like gets brought up like, so videos on the internet. And me and Brian were like,
Yeah.
because we were like in those videos, guys, we were cussing in our language. We were saying some bad words.
You were smacking me,
I
bro.
was smacking you and just cussing, and we were kids. We were 12, 13 years old. So yeah, we got in a lot of trouble. But then we kind of talked to my mom and dad, and we're like, guys, like the videos are blowing up. We want to create
had fun.
content. We had fun.
Well, not me, but
Yeah, I had fun. So we convinced my mom and dad to let us do it for a little bit longer.
and we actually started meeting fans
Yeah.
Really?
from that.
Yeah.
Because we lived in San Diego, Mira Mesa, and then there's another town in San Diego called El Cajon,
Mhm.
and there's a lot of Chaldean people that
Yeah.
live there. And we would always see them at like parties, Middle
Yeah.
Eastern parties, weddings, and all that stuff. And people started coming up to us like, "You guys from Father Son Chaldean?"
Yeah.
I was like, "We're meeting fans from
That's
this?" Like,
insane.
and it's
Weird.
crazy because this is way before like I started gaming, and way before Brandon even thought about doing a legit YouTube channel to
Yeah.
like vlog. Like that wasn't even a thing. That was just us trying to do skits, and we started
Yeah.
meeting fans. But that only lasted like 4 episodes, and
4
then
or
we
5,
kind of
yeah.
just. I think we just stopped doing
We
it.
just stopped. Yeah. Hey, isn't this crazy? Sometimes when I go out, I don't know if it's the same for you, but I'll go out and then someone's like, yo, can I get a picture? And I'm like, yeah, of course, assuming they know me as Brawadis. So I'll take the picture and they're like, you're the guy from the Father Son Chaldean
No
show when you were
way.
younger, right?
Dude,
Isn't that crazy?
that's happened to me, but they say they've been watching me since Father Son
Yeah,
Chaldean,
yeah.
which is crazy. Like they're
Bro.
like people's first videos they've watched of me or you
Yeah.
has been Father Son Chaldean, not the content we post today.
Those are OG. Those are not only OG supporters. Those
Family.
are OG.
Yeah, OG.
It's crazy to me how your guys' minds thought like in content at that age. You know
I
what I'm
know.
saying? Like you guys
Dude.
knew what you were doing in a way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Still remember,
bro.
you know what we recorded it from? My brother's Mac computer.
Yeah.
Like the
Oh, the
camera.
actual like
yeah. We didn't have a real
webcam?
camera. We had it from the Mac computer.
Webcam, yeah,
That's
and then-
crazy. From Photo Booth.
Yeah,
We
and
recorded
guys-
that on Photo Booth.
Photo booth.
crazy.
And if you notice, there was no cuts. We didn't know
Oh,
how
yeah.
to edit a video. So whatever we press, like I said, it wasn't planned or scripted. It just was like, okay, go. And we just uploaded it to YouTube. Like,
And if that doesn't prove to you guys that you don't need an expensive setup to start anything you're
Yeah.
doing, people nowadays like vlog on their phones. I upload vlogs from my phone. Brandon
I've-
records clips from his phone. Like
Yeah.
you can literally start with your cell phone.
That's true.
And as long as you're like entertaining and make good content,
Yeah.
you can blow up. You don't need like a $5,000 setup.
It's what's in front of the camera than the camera itself.
exactly.
Yeah.
As long as you're entertaining, funny, like people want to see that no matter what the quality is.
I just think it's crazy how Father Son Chaldean literally birthed like both of your YouTube careers and kind of made you guys like your whole family the modern day YouTube like Kardashians.
Oh, arguably.
Arguably, it's kind of the same like dynamic though.
it's, dude.
It's crazy how everything started for us because after the whole Father Son Chaldean, like I said, we like just completely stopped doing it.
Yeah.
And then it just randomly came back to us. And in my case, it was gaming.
Yeah, for Brian, I'll never forget, like, you started in high school, like, serious?
Yeah, seriously, I started playing video games in high school. And that's when I opened a YouTube channel myself.
Yeah.
It was in 2012. July 11th, 2012 is when I opened my YouTube channel. My 9-year just passed.
Okay.
Wow.
That's crazy. 9 years.
Yeah, okay. So 2012. So you were a sophomore in high school. I was a junior.
Yep.
So I'll never forget, Brian would come home from school.
You're going to expose me right now?
No. I mean, shit, it's not really exposed because it worked out.
Yo, it did. It did.
So we would go to school, obviously 7 a.m. to 2:30, whatever, the usual school time. And we would come back home 2:30 p.m. I would change from my school clothes and get into basketball shorts to get dropped off at the gym. My mom would drop me off. And Brian you would get in trouble because he was so excited to go to his game and play Modern Warfare 2.
Yep.
He wouldn't even take his backpack out of the car. He would leave his backpack in the car and run upstairs to play video games. And my mom would be like, hey, take your backpack out because I know you have homework to do. And he would lie and say, no, I don't have homework. Just leave the backpack in there till next morning when we go to school.
And that was the worst time. The next morning, I'd wake up to go to school, and I'm like, shit, I had like 5 assignments to
Yeah,
do.
and the reason the backpack would stay in the car is because he wouldn't leave his room from the 2:30 p.m. that we got back home till the second he went to sleep. He was playing video games for like 9, 10, 11 hours a day.
On school nights.
And I still remember, I'd be in my room and I'd be hearing him talk, one and done, trick shot,
Kill one, trick shot,
quick scope, whatever.
To and through. Listen, man. Listen, guys. So, like Brandon said, I used to come home and I would run upstairs and I would dress in pajamas because I just wanted to feel comfortable playing video games.
There was
you all
two,
know.
the green dinosaur ones and the blue snow ones.
And the penguin one.
Yeah, the blue penguin, yeah.
So, and then I would be playing for hours on hours. My room would smell like shit.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
It's because when he would ask my mom to bring food up. You know, the true gamers, they don't leave the house to get food. They get food, in the room.
Dude.
And then after he was done eating, he wouldn't take the food out to the trash. He would just leave it rotting in the room like a true gamer.
That is.
I love it. I miss those days, and I used to sometimes not shower for like 2-3 days.
That makes sense though, because you're so locked into the game that you don't want to leave.
Dude,
why would
and
you
like,
wanna leave?
can you remember this or no? I don't think you're gonna remember. But what was my favorite meal to get as a gamer? I know my mom would know, but
cereal for sure.
no, like from outside.
In and Out.
No, you know why I never got in and out when I would game? Because I didn't want to get my hands greasy. Because I didn't want to go to the bathroom and wash my hands after. I wanted to sit still. I wanted to get a meal where I could eat with a fork. So my favorite meal to eat was a famous bowl from KFC.
Oh yeah, with the mashed potatoes,
mashed potatoes, chicken, and it was so easy. It was good, and it just I used to get my Mountain Dew on the side. True gamer shit.
Because when you like touch food and your hands are greasy, you can't touch a controller. That's just.
Did you ever eat pizza like from the plate?
Oh, you slide it down.
Not just that. I used to have my mom cut my pizza for me.
Oh my.
Dude, I don't care what anyone says. Like, I miss those days, and that is what got me into FaZe Clan.
Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna say. So the dedication for Brian to start, like, because after we had quit YouTube after the Father Son Chaldean show, the dedication that I saw from Brian to bring it back with like the video games, in my head at the time I was like, bro, what are you doing? Like, we got big from Father Son Chaldean. What are you doing with the gaming stuff? Like, you're playing so many games, and I didn't really believe video games weren't as big at the time that they are now.
Not just you. Nobody knew that video games were lit. Fast forward 10 years, it's like one of the most poppin' things in the world.
Yeah, so we would all, like, in my head, I wouldn't really like say too much to Brian's face because I don't want to bring him down. He's my little brother, but in my head I'd be like, what is this guy doing? He's playing so much video games, and like he keeps talking about this YouTube, it's FaZe Clan, Soar Clan, whatever. At the time it was like Soar Rug. Or
I was in Soar, and then after that, November 26, 2012, I joined FaZe Clan, and nobody, my mom, my dad, my brother, did not know what big of a deal that was.
We didn't know. Like, he was talking about, like, guys.
I was crying.
Yeah, he was crying like, guys, this is a huge deal. I don't even need to go to college. Like, blah blah blah. And we were just like, what are you talking about? Like, it was crazy. It was, dude. So that's how we shaped from going from Father Son Chaldean, getting kind of popping off that, but nothing too crazy, and then we just stopped. And then Brian brought it back up with video games, and then that's when I started a couple years after Brian. I was like, I'm not good at video games, but I want to try it out. So I'm going to try to like vlog and do some basketball stuff. And
that's when it was like after gaming kind of, and I started vlogging too.
Yeah.
And then you started vlogging, and then from there, like, we just both blew up. I was already at like, I would say like 2 million subs before I started vlogging.
From gaming.
Yeah.
From gaming.
That's
from
insane
joining
back
FaZe.
then.
I was, I think, the first FaZe member to put down the controller and actually like do real life stuff. And the reason why I did that is because I figured my family is so interesting. Like I'm like, dude, my mom is funny, my dad's funny, my brother's funny, our
brother's
cousins,
an idiot.
brother's an idiot. But my family, like even my whole cousin group, like we're all so funny and like we all have such a good time when we hang out.
Wait, no, can you get my chapstick? My bad.
Oh, that was the worst thing I've ever seen.
That was bad. You hit my hat more than
Okay.
That is the worst
Hey,
thing.
the plan was there. The plan was there. I just didn't execute with the freaking neck.
Listen.
Okay, we're even.
Let me continue.
Okay.
Okay. Yo, come on, guys.
Okay. Hey. Okay.
Come
okay.
on, guys. Come on. Brandon and Noah have beef, man.
You know what? I just want to bring up real quick about the face thing. Like back then, it was like there was a lot of competition to get into FaZe, right?
Yeah.
As at that age. But nowadays, like imagine kids trying to join now. Like you got in at a great time.
Yeah, 9 years ago, guys. And like from there just took off. I started vlogging. I pranked my mom with fake cocaine. And to this day, when I meet fans in public, they're like, oh, like I've been watching you since the cocaine prank. And I'm like, dude, I know right before people say it, I sometimes cut them off. I'm like, cocaine prank? They're like, yeah, cocaine prank.
That's
I'm like,
crazy.
it's just such an iconic video. And that's what blew my channel up even more and made me want to like start vlogging and like showing off my family, putting my cousins into it. And what's crazy is like now, not just me, not just Brandon, not just my mom and dad have like a following. Our cousins that sometimes barely even show up in our videos nowadays have like 500K on Instagram, 700K on Instagram. Even like people that literally aren't in our videos ever have at least 100K.
Yeah.
And I'm
That's
like, yo, like
insane.
I literally built and started an empire.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
And it's crazy that where it stemmed from was Father Son Chaldean, then gaming, to now I started a podcast and I have almost 20 million subs, and it just the crazy backstory to it, thinking back of how it started and how much work was put in. And then my brother now at over 5 million?
Over 5 million
That's
YouTube
crazy.
subscribers.
Like,
yeah, and,
what?
And guys, I want to say, like, literally, me having 5 million subscribers would not be possible without Brian. And it's not the shout out that I'm talking about. It's I lived with Brian for like, pretty
20,
much
24 years.
our whole life, pretty much. And what I learned from Brian, you can't teach. The amount of work that he does.
100%.
We get litty like a candle. Cardi frame, Gucci flannel. Yeah. Feel good up and out the famo. Woo. See me grinding on my channel. I just pulled up in that Lambo. I'm so hot, I need a fan on. In Diego in the sando. Walk around in Gucci sandals. G-Wagon, I pull up like skirt.